probably wondering why I'm talking about beauty all the time. It's because beauty is a critical area that impacts women's self-esteem. When you're insecure, it can create dysfunction in your personal life and in your relationships. So there's my plan in a nutshell. Help women with their beauty so that they have healthy self-esteem, so they're walking in their purpose, so that the world is a better place. Okay, so here's what I want to talk about today. In order to have a healthy beauty self-concept, it is critical that you see yourself. That's what we're talking about today, the importance of seeing yourself. Now, for a lot of us, when we were growing up, when we were little, we didn't see ourselves represented in media, in culture, in movies, in magazines, and it affected our beauty self-concepts. Take me as an example. I grew up looking like this, but had to look at images of this, and this, and this, this, and this. Because these were before the days of Pocahontas and Mulan, okay? I didn't see myself, and it affected my concept of beauty. On top of that, I went to predominantly white schools, and all the little girls on the playground had silky blonde hair. I was like, how is their hair so silky? And what's wrong with mine? It's not like that. So I'm going to tell you what I did. Do you remember Topsy Tail? It came on like this infomercial in the 90s. Okay, Topsy Tail looked like this. What you did is you put your hair in a ponytail, and then you take Topsy Tail and you stick the little stick part down into your ponytail. Then you push your hair through that little loop part, and then you gently pull it out. And it's supposed to come out really smooth, like, and when it comes out, you're supposed to have like this little folded over thing that looks really elegant in the back. And it was really pretty. So when I saw that infomercial, I was like, that's what I need to fix my hair. I begged and begged and begged my mom to give me Topsy Tail. Of course, she didn't want to give it to me. She's like, Alicia, it's not going to fix your hair. But I begged her. So she finally was like, fine, suit yourself. So I got Topsy Tail, and I ran upstairs. I put my hair in a ponytail, and I stuck the Topsy Tail in my ponytail, and I went to go do this like they did on the commercials. And when I went to pull, it was like, Topsy Tail didn't come out of my hair, y'all. My hair was too thick for Topsy Tail. It did not work on me. It didn't work. It was a sad story. Anyway, but what's my point from all that? When we don't see ourselves, it affects our beauty self-concept. And we think that there's something wrong with us, so we try to adjust how we look to fit the image. Only problem is it doesn't work if that's not inherently who we are. So as a little girl, I looked like this, but I had to look at this. But now we got something I have been waiting for since I was 5.
That's right, Disney's first black princess, Tiana.
My mom got me the Barbie. I love her. The Princess Tiana journal. The Princess Tiana cookbook, the movie, which came out on March 16th, yesterday, and I went and got it. Yay! Princess Tiana Kellogg's Fruit Snacks. It affirms the type of beauty that God gave me. Now, I need to make a couple disclaimers. The purpose of this video is not necessarily to promote Disney's The Princess and the Frog as a movie. My personal opinion, I liked the movie, but I'm also aware that some people go, why she gotta be a frog the whole time? How come she gotta be from Louisiana? Why they got voodoo all up in the movie? You know what, you guys? You're kind of killing it, but you know what? It's okay. You are so entitled to your opinion, and I get that. Just understand that this video is not really about the movie, okay? It's important for there to be diversity amongst the images that little girls see. Disclaimer number 2. You might have a comparison problem, but it doesn't have to do with beauty. It might have to do with talent. It could be the way you sing, the way you dance, the way you speak, the way you write, the way you minister. Whatever it is, it's not always beauty. When you don't see yourself, you compare yourself to something you're not. And I'm not just talking about race. Another big one is body type, height, weight, facial features, freckles, no freckles, whatever. We may not watch Disney movies, but we have magazines. Let's say, for example, that you have a voluptuous build. If you spend all day looking at Vogue and Harper's Bazaar stick-thin figure models, chances are you may not feel great about yourself at the end of the day. Why? Because you're not seeing yourself. And it goes both ways. For instance, there is a very prominent R&B singer-entertainer. Her name begins with a B and it ends with a say. I have like skinny little chicken legs. Now, somebody like me with little skinny legs, if I watch Beyoncé videos all day long with her voluptuous figure and her calves, chances are I'm not going to feel great at the end of the day. Seriously, because I'm going to be like, I wish I had bigger calves, a little more. It can happen both ways. If you don't see yourself and you are constantly meditating on an image that does not represent your form of beauty, chances are it's going to have a negative impact on how you feel about yourself. This one sentence really sums it up. The lie of comparison is that difference equals inadequacy. That's from the comparison chapter, page 32 of Dethroning the Queen. Get it? So, here's what I say. Meditate on something that affirms your beauty image. I'm not saying you can't rejoice for the way somebody else was made, but when we take it from admiration to meditating and how we are not like that, that's when it tends to drift to the unhealthy realm. So if you don't take anything away from this today, other than this point, I want you to write this one down. Whenever you measure yourself against something you're not, you will always come up short. It's the classic ugly duckling syndrome. When we measure ourselves against something we're not, we always think we're the ugly duckling. Stop measuring yourself against something that doesn't represent you. You could be the most amazing swan, the most amazing, beautiful person. But if you are worried about how your God-given looks is different from somebody else's, you will never appreciate it. You feel me? Message, don't compare yourself to something you're not. You have to see yourself. And when you find yourself, keep it before you and think about it. Rehearse the things about yourself that are great. And it's important for us. Princess Tiana and I are going to go now. I hope you all do you. Say goodbye. Bye.